Today we are going to learn how to open a file from our OneDrive for Business and edit it in Microsoft Word on our desktop. I'm going to begin by going to the How ISD homepage and clicking on Email. Because we're accessing our OneDrive today through our Office 365 account, we'll click on Email and go to our Office 365 login page. I'm going to go ahead and log in with my Office 365 email address and password. And once I'm logged in, you'll notice that it takes me straight to Outlook. And once I'm in Outlook, I'm going to go ahead and go to the top link bar and click on OneDrive. Again, if I leave my mouse hovered over the OneDrive link, you'll notice it'll say go to OneDrive for Business because this is my OneDrive for Business account. Once it's open, you'll see all the documents and folders that I have either created or uploaded or done a sync from my computer that are now a part of the file structure of my OneDrive for Business. The file we're going to work with today is this sample document that I created earlier. And I'm going to open it by just simply moving my mouse over top of the file name. You'll notice it turns to a link. And then if I just simply tap or click on that file name, it's going to open in Word Online. Now I could edit the file in Word Online if I wanted to. Right now the file is in view only mode. So to edit the file, I am going to have to go to the top menu and select from the Edit Document drop down box either Edit in Word or Edit in Word Online. Now to just make quick changes, Edit in Word Online is probably what I want to use because the file will remain in my OneDrive. It's going to automatically save back to my OneDrive, and I don't have to worry about where the file might be when I get finished editing. But today we're actually going to use the Edit in Word. And what's going to happen is the file is going to be downloaded into temporary memory on my computer, and it will actually open in the full-blown Microsoft Word program that I have installed on my computer. Now, you could not do this if you didn't already have Word installed on your computer. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that option. You're going to notice that Word comes up and opens, and now you can see that I have kind of two windows open. The window over here where my mouse is moving is still in my browser, and that is still part of the online Word. And now here in front of that, I actually have a window open, which is the full functional Microsoft Word. You should notice the toolbar that if you're familiar with Word, you're going to see all the different things that you can do. And so now at this point, I'm ready to edit my document. So to show you that I am actually editing this document in Word, I'm going to make a few quick changes to the document. One of the quick changes I'm going to make is I'm going to highlight the text, and I'm actually going to go to the color option, and I'm going to change my font from black to a kind of a light blue so that you can actually tell that I've changed it. I'm also going to increase the size of the font from about 11 point to about 18 point so you can really see the size of that font. I'm going to click at the end of that line, and I'm going to go ahead and press enter a couple of times. I'm going to go up to the insert menu, and I'm actually going to insert. I'm going to actually insert just kind of like an online picture, something I can find from the website. So I'm just going to go ahead and here on the office.com clip art, I'll just type in dog and see if I can't find an online image of a dog. And there we go. So this one right here is nice and colorful. Just going to select that one and hit insert. And now I have a clip art or a picture of a dog. I'm going to make that quite a bit smaller because I really don't need this document to be that large. So I'll just go ahead and make it about this size. So now I have some text and an image, and I've created or made a change to my sample document. Now at this point, I want to go ahead and save the file. So I could save one of two ways. I can actually click the save icon at the top. This is just simply going to save the document and refresh it with any updates that I've made. If there were other authors that I had shared this document with, they would see those updates as well. I can also go to the File button, click on that, and then you'll notice if I go down to either Save or Save As. So in this case, I'm going to go to Save As just so you can see the structure. I can click on Save As, and now you can see I have all of these different locations where I can actually save the file. Now, by default, the OneDrive for Howe ISD School District is highlighted because that is where I took the document from earlier. So by default, that's where it wants to save back to. You'll notice that it's in this current folder. So the current folder is my OneDrive from my Howe ISD School District, which is the business OneDrive that I saved to. I could also save to some of these other folders if I wanted to, but if I did that, I would actually be saving it in a different location. And then I always have the option of saving to my computer, the computer I'm actually working on. But I want to save it right back to where it was, so I'm just going to go ahead and click here. You'll notice it's processing, and now it comes up with a Save As menu. Now, if I had just simply hit Save earlier, I wouldn't see all of this, but I actually kind of wanted you to see this structure. So if you'll remember earlier when I was in my OneDrive, you'll remember that I had all of these different folders, and you'll notice that it's saving to the cloud in a folder called Documents, in my OneDrive for Business Sync, and in my OneDrive. It's saving at the root of my OneDrive. If I was saving in one of these folders, you would see the folder name there, but I'm just going to save it right back to where it was with the exact same name. So I'm just going to hit save. It'll tell me I already have a file named sample document, and do I want to replace it with this one? And yes, I do. So I'll hit save. And so now this file is actually saved. So at this point, I can go ahead and just close out of Microsoft Word. So I'm going to hit the X. Notice we'll come back to the document we had open earlier, and it hasn't actually refreshed, so we don't see the changes that I've made. I'm going to go ahead and just hit this back button. And when I do, it's going to take me back to my documents, and I have my list of files. And you'll notice that the sample document was edited a few seconds ago. So I'm going to just go ahead and click on it again just so I can show you what happened. I'm going to click on it. Again, remember it's going to open in the Word Online, and you'll notice that the changes that I made did actually save to my OneDrive for Business in the cloud. So at this point, if I'm done with this document, I can just simply hit the back button on my browser. It'll take me back to my Microsoft Office 365 window, and I'm back inside my OneDrive. That concludes this tutorial.